So Dave Free had took to Instagram and posted 3 pictures to his story that have a lot of people talking. A lot of people are saying that these messages are cryptic, could be something in the works, could be something coming soon. And we're going to take a look into these images and see what we could find. Hopefully it leads to something that leads to something better. You know what I mean? But the first picture obviously is a red light bulb. This is something that people were pointing at. This is also something that he hinted towards at the bottom when he said, I have an idea. Now, red light bulb, the light goes on, you know, you have an idea. That's kind of what it's lingering toward. And as well as it being red, why is it red? Why is the picture showing us a red light bulb? And then the next photo obviously is the red light bulb on, is what I'm assuming, right? He shows us the light bulb off, and then he shows us the light bulb on, showing that the idea is currently active. That's how I interpreted this photo. The one photo that actually caught my attention a lot, honestly, was this photo here. Now, when I first looked at this photo, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was thinking of the back rooms. I don't know if you've ever heard about the story of the back rooms, but the first time that I saw this photo, I immediately thought of that, right? But I didn't think that it was that initially. I know it has to be something else. I know that this is really specific, especially the lighting in here, the empty hallway leading towards a dead end. It made me curious to what this was or where this picture was taken. And I actually tried to look or reverse image search this image, and I was able to find that there was a woman out there in Germany that took the same picture over there on October 31st. So this picture is actually located in Germany. So this is him in this area, proven that he's in this area. But why is he in Germany? Is he recording a music video in Germany? Another thing that I wanted to point out was that there's this Instagram account by the name of Germany Explorers, and they were asking this woman if she could share her posts, share her experiences in this area over there in Berlin. And I was kind of wondering, was he in Germany? When would he have been in Germany? And then I looked at the Grand National Tour, and back in July 2nd, all the way to July 5th, or at least to July 7th, my apologies, they were in Germany. There's also videos of Kendrick Lamar performing in Germany also. In this video right here, you can see that Kendrick Lamar is currently performing in Germany. It was a sold out show. Everybody was going crazy. And I'm just showing you this to prove that they actually were staying in Germany for quite some time. Going back over here, you could see that they were literally there from July 2nd, at least from July 1st to July 2nd, all the way to July 7th. And then that's when they moved to Glasgow, UK for the next show, for the next destination. That means that Kendrick and Dave Free would have been in Germany for at least about a week. Kendrick would have been performing for 3 days, and he would have had another 3 days at least to be kicking it, to be chilling, or possibly recording a video. Another thing that I found interesting was that this is in July. Another thing that happened in July was Project 3, when they had dropped this commercial for the agency. Now, this was in the beginning of July when they were in Germany, but towards the end of July, on July 31st, they had posted this commercial. So towards the end of the month, PG Lang finally posted something, and it got me thinking, were they doing like a commercial the same month they started recording a video? Because they dropped this short. I don't want to call it a commercial, right? But they dropped this short the same month they were in Germany, the same month he could have took these pictures. From my understanding, I don't think they recorded any of the commercial from the agency in Germany, but I do find it interesting that they posted this the same month that they were in Germany, the same month that they took this photo. He later on posted that he was in a concert for Infinity Song. Infinity Song was actually out there in California, November 15th. So I know that he had posted this picture from a long time ago. It wasn't like he was just there yesterday or he was there when he took this picture. So I know that all of this was from a while back. Another thing that I wanted to say about this photo was that this woman who took this photo is that she is somebody who takes pictures of art. I guess she's an artist or a photographer or something like that. And she was just sharing a lot of collages of photos, a lot of collages of pictures. She has nothing to do with Dave Free, but she is an artist and she is somebody who's considered a photographer, similar to Dave Free, right? Dave Free is also somebody who is a director. He is somebody who is an artist. He's known for his creative mind, for his creative work. So I did find it interesting that the woman that posted the same picture as him, they have something in common. They're both creatives, which made me feel like this area is somewhere where creatives get together, at least to use the scenery, to use the imagery. That's what I was interpreting, right? What are the odds that the person that shared the photo, the same as Dave Free in the same area over there in Germany, they're both creatives? Made me feel like this is a place that people go to, that tourists could possibly go to when they want to get a picture of some scenery for a video, maybe for a backdrop, maybe for a background. I don't know what this is. I couldn't find exactly what it was. Maybe he was just posting pictures from a tourist attraction. But another thing that I wanted to point out, right? You have a red light, which could mean stop. The red light turns on, telling you to stop. And then the next picture is yellow, telling you to slow down or you'll hit a brick wall. And then obviously, of course, after red and yellow is going to be green, which means go, activated, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light. Now, I remember that from Kendrick's song, and it made me think, could he be referencing that song also? Could there be a chance that the next picture that Day Free posts is going to be a green light or possibly something activating? That's what I thought at first. That's just a hunch. I'm just spitballing here. But it could be possible that he's using these colors specifically to tell us something, tell us that something is on the way, but not to get ahead of ourselves. We have to slow down or we might run into a brick wall. That's kind of what I interpreted it as, right? But who knows at this point? I just thought it was interesting how this photo comes from Germany. They were chilling in Germany for about a week. Only makes me feel like they had at least recorded something in their free time, in their spare time over there. If we did, and if Kendrick does drop a video with Day Free, with PG Lang and all that, I guess the next thing to look out for is if they were actually shooting images or shooting videos over there in Germany. That would confirm my theory. The other theory, like I said, maybe he's telling us or maybe he's showing us that we need to anticipate something, but not to get ahead of ourselves, or we might run into a brick wall. That's another thing too. I thought it was kind of funny, but that's just a guess. That's just a hunch. Germany has always showed love to Kendrick Lamar. They have murals out there of Kendrick Lamar. Ever since he made the album Mr. Morale, the German people have always showed love to Kendrick Lamar in this way. It's always fascinating to see how far hip hop takes it, right? Kendrick Lamar has this amount of love in a place of Germany where where a majority of the people probably don't even speak English, or at least English is not their first language. Yet they're willing to sing a song word for word, bar for bar, and show out for Kendrick Lamar every time he pops out for their country, for their city, for their town, whatever the case may be. But this photo is real interesting. No, I'm not kidding, bro. I really thought it was the back rooms. I was like, it's getting creepy. It's getting spooky still. But nah, man, y'all could tell me how you feel about this. This is what I've gathered. These are kind of a little bit of my thoughts. I'm just spitballing kind of here. But this is the information that I found. Maybe you guys could tell me more information about it in the comments. You could give me your ideas in the comments. I'm still trying to look into the clues. There's not really much to go off here. But if he was in Germany in July and then they dropped this commercial in July, it makes me feel like they were plotting something in the summer, at least around this month. But y'all could tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Y'all tell me how you feel in the comments below and let me know how you feel. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. Keep it alleged.